Welcome back. Male nail technicians, also known as male techs, are individuals who have chosen to pursue a career in the field of nail care and grooming. While the profession has traditionally been associated with women, there has been a growing number of men entering the industry in recent years. In studio this evening to share his experience as a male nail tech, we have Breshnew Toivo, who has an incredible passion for doing nails, is self-motivated and self-taught, and the owner of Nails Beast. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Nina, and the rest of Namibian.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Just to give us a bit of a background, talk to us about who Breshnew Toivo is.
Young Namibian, aspiring entrepreneur, busy within the nail industry, trying to make waves, change the industry for everybody that is involved. I am very laid back, love reading, love being artistic and everything in between. So that's how I ended up getting into the nail space.
And what led you to discovering, your talent for doing nails?
Initially getting into it, it was just something I was doing for fun, and growing up, my sister is currently a nail tech as well. And seeing that in her kind of brought something out in me as well. So it kind of helped me become better at doing, and pursuing this thing as a passion and something that I can do for the rest of my life, honestly.
And how long have you been in the industry, and when did you launch Nails Beast?
I've been in the industry currently for a year and a half, and I can say that it's a beautiful space to be in. It is not necessarily that it is crowded. The people are there. There are enough hands for everybody. That's something I always tell myself when I start feeling like I'm getting greedy. But yeah, I've been there for a year, and I can say that it has been a very accommodating space. Yes.
Yeah. And being a male nail technician, of course, in what is considered a female-dominated industry, have you had any challenges? And why don't we see more men enter into the space?
I wouldn't say there are challenges, because I do not consider myself a man in a female-dominated industry. But I just consider myself to be a man that happens to be in an industry that is dominated by women. You get what I mean? Because nails, hair, makeup, it doesn't necessarily mean that it belongs to one specific, group or gender. With that being said, it is a very unforgiving industry because you're working with people's personal hygiene, and you're working with people's beauty and all of this, and tolerance for mistakes is not really something that is forgiven quite easily. Being in that industry also gives you room to grow as an individual, being able to work with different personalities and understand how everyone comes from a different background and has different standards and expectations. So what somebody else considers to be amazing work, somebody else will consider to be standard work, So learning to improve and to grow into the industry so it can accommodate you is something that you have to work on constantly and be able to improve yourself. There's always room for improvement. Of
course, there's always room for improvement. You mentioned earlier that you love this so much. It's something that you can see yourself doing for the rest of your life. So what's your vision, for growth within the next 5 years or so?
As of current, we are trying to build a system that is encompassing all Namibian individuals, be it from their different social backgrounds. It's to create a service, to give people a feeling. And that's what I feel like I do when I do nails. Being able to uplift somebody's mood and put them in a mindset where they have a fresh set, and when they're out there in the streets and somebody hurts or annoys them, they'll remember that, wait, I got this fresh set on, so I can't be mad about this. You get what I mean? So invoking a feeling people is what I am about. And so my thoughts within the next 5 years getting into the industry is trying to create a space where we're able to create products like you were speaking with Tony earlier, create space where we're able to create products that help within the climate and the direction which the country and the globe is moving in. When it comes to eco-friendly products and material that helps with the the fundamentals of creating a space that is harmonizing with itself when it comes to the beauty industry, as well as the global, platform that is being set up in the space of nails and makeup and all of that, and pushing other creatives to start moving in the same direction as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Namibian nail products is something that I haven't, seen around at all. So that would be interesting to see. I know we've got, makeup lines and so forth that Namibian makeup artists have developed, but nothing within the nail industry. So that is sort of an unventured avenue.
Yeah.
What words of encouragement or, motivation do you have for others who would like to pursue a similar dream as yours?
I would say that shut out the noise. At some point, we have so many ideas going on. And I feel like when you shut out the noise and you settle down within yourself, everybody has that little voice that kind of tells you what you're supposed to be doing. Because I believe that everybody has a gift and everybody has a passion and something that they're supposed to be pursuing. So when you get within yourself and you shut out all outside distractions, you're able to find that thing that tells you that this is where you're supposed to be headed. This is the direction you're supposed to be going. So I would say that let go of all distractions, settle within yourself, find that little voice and start listening to it more. It will start leading you to places and everything will just start unfolding by itself. It's like it takes on a life of its own and you're just along for the ride, That is what I would advise everybody to, try to do if they're trying to find what their passion and their path in life is.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was lovely having you here with us.
Thank you for having me, Nina.
That was nail technician, as he goes by Male Tech, Breshnew Toivo, speaking to us about his industry and his business, Nails Beast. That wraps up today's edition of